Y'all, look at this beauty. Side note, I am sick of this grass.
So I actually think these clips are a little bit easier for me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Mocha Homestead. Today we are going to try to race the sun and get my tomatoes and cucumbers clipped up and some seeds planted and the garden watered. It is supposed to rain for the next several days after tomorrow, but I have not watered the garden in a little while, and as you know, I did not finish the irrigation. So I am going to try to get this garden watered and everything clipped up, and let's see how much I get done. So just a quick garden update. Oh my okra has started to grow okra. At least that one has. And then this is what my pepper bed is looking like. I will have to come after the rain and get rid of whatever this is. It does not smell like mint. So I'm going to have to get rid of that because that is a weed that is trying to invade my garden, as you can see. And I do not want it here robbing nutrients from the soil. Over here, my green beans are looking a little stressed out. So they're going to need some nutrients as well. And I need to pull all of these weeds out of here. Not sure where that's coming from, but I am going to do some research to figure it out. But look, my little squash plant is just coming right on up this vine, right on up this trellis. And I have another squash plant down here and one smaller one over here. So it is doing what it's supposed to do. I have my garden helper today, Miss Olivia, and she is going to help us get the garden together. So let me get started. Side note, I am sick of this grass. Like, it is coming in and taking over my alyssum. So I'm going to have to come in and pull all of this out. And it is crowding the seeds that I had already planted in here, so it has choked them out. So I am going to have to remedy that. But these green beans seem to be doing a little bit better. And I think it's just because of the soil that's in here. I've had this soil for a little while and put a lot of amendments in it. Over here, if you can see that, we have a carrot that's going to seed. We have some cilantro that's going to seed. We have some basil that is being crowded out by this irritating grass. Some parsley over there in the corner. Some carrots that are starting to grow up. Again, my beets are looking wonderful, but here is that raggedy grass again. And so I'm going to have to get that out. And this prickly lettuce. Looks like my other lettuce is starting to go to bolt. So I'm going to have to fix that problem as well. So let me stop talking, y'all. I know I keep saying that, but let me stop talking.
So I actually think these clips are a little bit easier for me to come out here. It's a little bit faster, I know that, for me to come out here and stake or tie
these tomatoes to this trellis because I am done already.
Oh, I do have this one that's leaning over that I need to clip. Last year I had some Velcro, and it took way more time than this because I had to cut the Velcro and then fit it and make sure it wasn't
holding on too tightly to the tomatoes, which this one isn't. And so I'm trying to figure out for this tomato right here. Let me pull you back some. And this tomato right here, I think I'm going to just pull. I don't like bending it like that. So I may get another one of those stakes.
So I think this is going to be a better option. The problem with this is that I will then have to have some Velcro or something to tie this tomato to it. So let me get some Velcro. Okay, here's some Velcro. And hopefully I'm not in the way. Okay. I think we're done staking tomatoes. All right. So we are done staking tomatoes, and now we have to move on to the cucumber. Here is my cucumber area. It is beautiful, but it's also overrun with this grass that is coming from over there that I need to kill and pull from here. So let me get these staked up. I'm not going to worry about the grass today because it's going to rain for several days, and if I pull it, it's just going to grow back. So let me stake these. Okay, so since this has turned into a garden update because I staked the cucumbers and the tomatoes so fast, y'all look at this beauty. I am in love, love, love with this plant. And the yellow ones. And then look at them showing out. They are showing out all over. And if anybody knows what this tree is, if you can tell me what this tree is, it's so pretty, and I'm seeing it all over the city. So if you know what that is, can you tell me what that is? So my blueberries, I told you before that the flowers fell off of these because we had a freak frost after they had started to grow, and it appears that that weed, the prickly weed, is coming back and I need to get it. But I did get a couple of blueberries off of here, but not, when I say a handful, nothing to take in the house, that's kind of what it was. But I could always depend on my raspberry and blackberry plants. Let me show you. Look at this. It has a little bit of leaves on it, but it has a ton of berries all around this plant. And let me zoom in so you can see all around this plant. It has a ton of berries for blueberries, and it's mixed in. Raspberries are mixed in. This is my blackberry vine. And when I tell you guys, I'm gonna zoom back out. Look at the amount of berries
that I am going to have when it is ready. Of course, I'm already ready. But when it is ready, I am going to have a field day with blackberries. And then, of course, you guys, there's some weeds that are growing in, but then I need to tame this bush. We're going to spin around. My strawberries are doing fairly well, considering, of course, these are first year strawberries, so they don't have anything. Over here, my strawberries look a little bit diseased. If you know what that is on the leaves, can you please tell me? Because it's on those leaves and those leaves, and it's starting to get on this new raspberry bush. So if you can tell me what that is, then I can take care of that. But my strawberries look to be doing well. So over here, my corn seems to be doing better after I added a little bit of fertilizer to it. However, the corn that I have, if you can see, in the middle of these raised beds is not doing well, and I need to figure that part out. Every time, none of these plants are actually looking fantastic. And I think it's because we have been getting, let me turn you guys around. I think it's because we have been getting a ton of rain. It will not rain for maybe 2 or 3 days, and then it will rain for like a week, week and a half. And so every time I want to come out and fertilize, or I get around to coming out to fertilize, it rains again for several days and washes the fertilizer out. For example, I was planning to fertilize today, and wouldn't you know it, it's going to rain all the way from tomorrow, which will be Thursday. There's a chance of rain at least one time per day until the Friday of the next week. So it is preventing me from being able to do what I need to do as far as fertilizing. Now, what I've noticed is, let's see if you can see it. In this bed, these peppers are looking a lot better. Not sure why, but they're looking a lot better. They still are not as big, and they're giving me flowers. I'm gonna let them, but they seem to be doing better. My eggplant has been destroyed. I do find the white moth running around here, and I can't seem to catch it, but my eggplant is being destroyed, so I'm gonna plant some more seeds for that. Over here, these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers. Back up, please. And right here, I have a bunch of squash. And so I'm hoping and wishing and praying that some of this calendula will stop the squash bug. Because I've planted a lot of calendula and things around it to try to deter the squash bug. And we'll see how good that works. But let me plant the seeds, and I'll tell you where I planted seeds, and then I'll water this, and we will be done. So I have 3 rosemary seeds left. I do believe my rosemary that I had in the pots over there, I have not checked it yet, but I do believe that my rosemary has gone to glory. So I am going to move some of this mulch back, and I am going to plant the last 3 rosemary seeds there. And we'll just see what happens. I may need to buy some more rosemary seeds because I don't think I have any more. I am going to plant let's see. I need to figure out, I can't remember if it was thyme, oregano, or what that is a perennial. So maybe I'll wait and plan out which herbs I want. I know I want dill. And so I'm going to put some dill over in this bed. Okay. I'm going to spread a couple of dill seeds over in this corner. We'll see how that does. And I think I have just thrown caution to the wind. And so I am going to do, I got some basil right there, but it's looking a little tired. And so I am going to plant more basil in case that dies out. I am going to plant some thyme and some oregano. And that way, regardless of which one is annual and which one is perennial, I will have one. Okay, that says lemon balm. That is not what I need. I do not need a bed full of lemon balm. It would be wonderful, but I already have lemon balm planted in some other places. So let's see what we got in here. Looks like we got squashes and corn and sunflowers and zucchini. So I don't need any of that. Let's make some labels because y'all know I will forget what I planted and we will be in a world of trouble.
Wait, what? Talking to me?
Nope, I'm talking to the viewers.
Why? Why are you talking to the viewers? What'd you say?
I said if I don't write it on here to say what it is, I won't know what it is. If I don't say what I planted, I won't know. Because we won't remember. So we put some dill right here. And we're going to do basil. Because I know this is basil, but it doesn't have a tag. And that is basil too. I don't know which one. What kind of basil? Oh, this one does have a tag. That is Tulsi basil. So maybe I covered the tag over here. I did. This one is sweet Italian basil. And then we're going to do, I know that that is yarrow and there is a sticker there. I know that that is stevia. I know that that is calendula. I know that those two are lavender. So we're going to do some thyme and some oregano. I don't remember what I planted right there. I'll have to go back and watch the video.
Booty.
Okay. So I think we're going to do some oregano here.
And then, what is this?
Shoe, Flaw.
I don't know what this is.
Shoe, Flaw.
I did not put a tag on it. I'll have to go watch another video and figure out what this was. Because there's no tag over here.
Mommy, look at that. It's an airplane.
I do not know. Okay. I think those might be marigolds or something. I don't know. But I'm going to put oregano there. And I'm going to put some thyme right over here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Look, it's a shooting star.
Where?
Right there.
Oh.
And I made my wish.
You did?
Yes. And I still wish that I could go to that school.
You wish that you could go where?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Why?
This is the most funnest place in the whole world. There's another shooting star. Oh, shoot! There's another shooting star.
Okay. I think I just figured out what that other one is.
Mommy, can we make a wish?
That may be oregano.
Here, can you make your wish?
Or what did I say? No, I did figure it out because I found the...
No.
Is this thyme? Nope, that's blue hyssop. What?
What?
I wish. Wait, can you make your wish?
I already made my wish.
What is it?
I can't tell you.
It won't come true because if I tell it?
Yep. Absolutely. You can't tell me.
No, look, I'm not telling you.
Okay.
I wish I had a red. No, I wish a unicorn.
Oh, and I was going to put some more basil seeds over there. Excuse me.
Mommy,
One
I
minute.
made my wish is coming.
Mom, let me in.
Do you think my wish will come true?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
But what if it doesn't?
Well, then you wish again.
Sure. There was a mosquito.
All right, now it's time to water. All right, you guys, I have finished what I needed to finish except watering. So I'm going to give you a pan of the garden, and then I am going to water.